Is he alive though?
He's at a puppet show or something because he's never around.
Yeah.
You know the French people like puppets?
No, I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. Welcome back to Careful Boys. Today we're talking about the French president, Emmanuel Macron, swears to God that his wife is in fact a woman. And he's willing to offer scientific evidence proving so.
Why did it take so long?
Is that causing a big problem, the fact people think it's a man?
So apparently the online chatter about this has reached a fever pitch after Candace Owens obviously went on a massive stretch of content about how she believes that his wife is in fact a dude, and not just that, but thinks that it's his dad.
Oh, it's his dad?
Yeah, right. Who had a sex change basically?
Her brother.
Her brother.
I was gonna say, damn.
But who had a sex change operation and then isn't really a chick. No XX chromosomes. They're XY. And the Macrons sued Candace Owens, and Candace Owens even said at the time, she's like, I would never try to drop this lawsuit because I get to do discovery, basically hinting at
oh wow,
hinting at guess what? I would love to look into all this stuff. What are you guys gonna do? And they're like, cool, we'll offer you photographic and scientific evidence to a U.S. court to prove that Miss Macron is a woman.
Man, that's gotta be, if she, let's say that she's 100% woman, I don't know. But if she is, that's pretty fucking sad that you gotta go to that level.
It's so humiliating in a way.
Yeah, right.
That she has to produce birth certificate?
Damn, dude.
Or even a photo of her vagina. Yeah. It'll be this big too on an 8x11.
Big old blown out vagina.
It's like those videos that by the way, I love. I very, very rarely am that's such good trolling because there's so much bad trolling out there. But this was some guy goes out to just regular women and he's like, hey, as a trans woman, and they're like,
yes.
I'm not trans. What the fuck? I'm not trans. And he's like, of course you're not. Of course you're a real woman and all that. That's just so funny. But that's basically what they're doing here. Yeah. They're going I'm not trans. I'm a real woman. I am.
I can't say any of the media or the stuff that people like Candace or the rumors have put out is for sure factual stuff. But the photos side by side of Macron's wife and the quote unquote brother, man, that looks pretty convincing.
And also, they are siblings. Shouldn't they look kind of alike?
They should, but then there's no pictures of them prior to.
There's no pictures of them growing up or something like that, right?
I do not look like my sister the way that Macron and Macron's wife and the brother look identical.
Yeah, that's different.
If this right here, this looks like a girl to me, brother.
That's her?
Yeah.
She looks cool.
She looks hot over there.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's her?
Yeah. By the way, if I was down bad.
You do the left one? Not me.
Don't like them white like that.
I don't.
Okay, now can you pull up the picture of the brother?
So isn't there side by sides?
Yeah, they're side by side.
Jit and her brother.
Oh, wait, that can't be real, the bottom right. That can't be real.
Which one? Oh, that one?
Both of those.
I think that is the one that everyone talks about. I don't know. What do you think?
I think they're related.
Yeah, I think they're just related.
Yeah. I think they're related.
But you know what is fishy about this, though?
Yeah, please.
Candace wasn't the person that came up with this.
Yeah.
She found out that several journalists were legit were just questioning it because they're just following a trail. They're like, wait a minute, how come there's no pictures of I guess she has daughters or whatever. How come there's no pictures of her when they were younger and then all this stuff? And then it's just the trail made them go, wait a minute, she's a man. And I don't know how that went to specifically. I didn't watch the whole Candace thing.
She looks more like him in this picture than she does as her supposed younger self.
And then they got silenced. All those journalists got silenced. And then also they sued, but not for the same reasons of defamation and for that direct reason. They're trying to get them on a technicality. Okay. Which is why she's like, why don't you just sue for the exact thing of she is a man? Right. And all she has to do is be like, you guys are dumb. Right. These are the receipts.
Here's the scientific evidence.
They don't produce any receipts.
That's what they're offering now.
Yeah.
And then what's the information on where that dude would be today?
That's a great question.
Yeah, there's no photos of him anymore, or he's not even around.
Is he alive though?
he's at a puppet show or something because he's never around.
Yeah.
'Cause that
You know
would
the
be
French people like puppets.
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. No, so this is what they're saying. They're saying this is the very last and rare known photo of Jean-Michel Trugnel, nailed it, Bridget's long lost brother, who was found. That was found by Xavier Poussard. And this picture, the little boy from Amiens family photo, has grown up to an 18-year-old, and facial features are much clearer.
that sounds and feels sus.
It's mucho sus.
If you don't have recent pictures and you're still alive, that's pretty sus, yeah.
It's also crazy that you would think the chatter of like the common folk wouldn't have an effect on like royalty. Where they're like, fine, I'll take pictures of my vagina and show you guys.
Oh, it's getting bad though. You know why? Because like
Spit in the cup.
because of the journalists got silenced. That's when Candace was like going on and whatever. It got to the point where Trump called Candace and said, "Hey, we're trying to make a deal or like whatever. Can you just chill with the whole Macron stuff?"
According to Candace.
Because yeah,
This wasn't
They
confirmed by the
asked-
White House.
they asked Trump like specifically, like Macron's were like, "Hey, can you tell that fucking get off my wife and shit?" Then it got to
He said, get off my wife's dick.
Yeah, get off my wife's dick, dude.
That's what he said specifically.
she's riding it so fucking hard. And then that's when it got to this point. But before this, they kept sending her letters of like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then what Candace would do is she would just read it on air. She's all like, okay, fucking do it. Fucking do it.
Wow, that's gangster.
But I think, so this is the cat, right?
Who? The brother?
The brother. This is,
What did he say?
yeah, so he says, I've been a chocolatier for like many years. This is all in French, so I'm reading all this in French.
That's the actual brother.
That's the actual brother, yeah.
So he's Willy Wonka?
So, like, look, as a Superman fan growing up, all you have to do is put Superman and Clark Kent in the same room, but they can't do it. But this cat, there's a picture of him. He's real.
Do you think
Put
it's
him
like
in the same room,
do you think,
then.
hey, do you think it's like Mrs. Doubtfire where that's the real guy and then he keeps changing clothes? And then,
That's what Candace Owens thinks.
yeah.
Unless
Allegedly, she's so happy. Just relax.
people got lookalikes, people got doppelgangers for safety.
True.
That's facts. But this does look like that cat.
Does it?
Well, that's the whole point of a doppelganger.
I know.
You find the person, and then that's your agreement, your deal, your business transaction for a number of reasons.
It's true.
Your stunt double, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's say that it turns out, okay, it's the man. What happens?
Nothing.
Then maybe the chatter shuts the fuck up and it makes them happy. They're like, thank God these guys fucking shut the fuck up finally.
Like, wouldn't they just be celebrated at that point? Like, wow, you had the courage to show your true self.
Are you ready for what's hella interesting about this? So Candace Owens just on Monday requested that the court throw the case out. So she's not actually interested in discovery.
What?
She wants the case thrown out in American courts. So she's saying one thing to the cameras and then doing another thing privately to the court.
How'd you find that out? You read about it?
I just read about it during all this stuff.
I wonder why.
What's the point of that?
yeah, interesting.
Because she's the one that's like, bring it, fool, bring it. Yeah.
Yep.
A death threat.
She was like, I like to see you try to report this in court. And you're just talking about how, it's like, how you going to report this in court?
She's got to be getting endless death threats like every freaking day. I don't see why this would phase her.
Exactly.
Unless maybe like they met up and she showed her vag.
She's like, yo, check this pussy out.
She felt upset. She's like, oh man.
Owens is, so here we go. A lawsuit filed against Candace Owens by Emmanuel and Bridget Macron has not been thrown out. Owens' legal team has filed a motion to dismiss. So that's wild because Candace Owens said, I don't want to drop this case. I want discovery.
Yeah.
So why would they motion to dismiss?
I do remember her talking about like, they're not even suing her for that same thing. It's another thing.
Oh, that's the thing you just said a second ago. Yeah. It's like some technicality, right?
So they say that the case should not be heard in Delaware and claim that the lawsuit is a politically motivated attempt to suppress free speech. That's what Owens is responsible.
Then the lawsuit isn't about the wife being a dude.
No, it's about something else.
No, it's defamation.
No, but all I'm saying is that you got to look at the technique. Like, what is the specific thing?
So it says that it claims that she promoted outlandish, defamatory, and far-fetched fiction.
Specifically about the dude part, or is it about stuff around the dude part?
Let's say they filed a motion to dismiss the case, not to actually dismiss it, but dismiss it in order to have it be heard or in a different, basically, setting.
They say it should not be heard in Delaware and claim the lawsuit is a politically motivated attempt to suppress free speech, like I just said. But I'm just saying, what other lawsuit would there be then? Because that's where it was filed.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that that's what they did before to another journalist and all these things, right? Is like they'll stack on these other. They won't directly tackle the thing at question. They'll throw in other bogus lawsuits at them and then say like, "We got you, bitch," if they win that. Okay. And then they'll tell the world, "We won this case," and everyone assumes that it was the case about about the her being a man.
But why? And then again, it hasn't happened. But why do you think the Macrons are saying we're prepared to give evidence?
They probably have to. The ball's in their court. They got to do something.
Maybe they know they were gonna say that because they are already doing the sidewindy like retaliation. Okay. Yeah, because for people that don't understand, it's like when like those you're trying to take down a drug dealer and you're trying to compile drug dealing evidence, but then the only real evidence you have is tax fraud, and they're like, I don't want to take Al Capone down for tax fraud. I want to take him down for all the other drug stuff. So it could be like that, where it's like, you really want to show the pussy, but then the way that they're going about it, you're not going to see the pussy.
Who knows? I want to see it. The ball's been in their court, so they have to act. So
The
this is
balls
their
in
act.
general.
The balls are in their court, yeah.
The balls are in her pants.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Joe, personally? Real quick.
Huh?
Allegedly.
What do I think?
Allegedly.
She a man.
Go!